Hey, how's everybody doing today? Social Dilemma on Netflix. If you haven't watched this show, please go check it out because this entire video is just going to talk about what I saw in this video, what I've been able to talk to some people about that have watched this video, some people that are feel that they're affected by it, some people that just truly just look at it as, something that is kind of reaffirming maybe a deeper message, right? So, as we're here today to talk about the Social Dilemma on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, get it, right, or get somebody else's login. But if you have Netflix, go check out the Social Dilemma. It's about a 90-minute documentary talking about how these companies, right, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Google, Uber, etc., what they are doing and how social media is controlling people's lives, right? And not only young kids, not only young adults, but everybody who that feels they feel addicted to social media or feel that these companies are controlling them. The age range is wider than we think, right? There was a couple stories on there about individuals who were younger, right, and felt that way. Individuals who were a little older felt that way, and throughout this documentary, you're getting interviews and insights from these experts who were part of creating Instagram, creating Facebook, presidents of these organizations, and former executives and things of that nature, right? Basically talking about how these companies came to be so large and impactful, right? And just kind of talking about the message and what the current state of social media and its future is going to be. Excuse me, sorry. Very interesting information, right? And what I wanted to do today was just kind of give you guys a quick synopsis, in my opinion, on it, because it truly, if you watch it, you'll form your own opinion. You'll understand exactly some things that I may speak about, right? You may not agree with everything I say, but this video isn't something I'm telling you to watch because you need to know it and all the information is good for you. It's informative to understand that if you're using social media for any reason, right, besides to progress towards a goal, or you're just consciously choosing to be on there for whatever time you're trying to be on there, right? Those two things. If you know what you want to do in life and you feel like you're using social media, right? This video, you go ahead, just keep doing what you're doing, right? But if you're watching this video and you feel as though you may use social media a little more than you would like, or maybe you feel like you find yourself just scrolling on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, etc., for an extended period of time without a real aim or goal, this is a video you may want to watch to the end, because it's one of those things where this Social Dilemma Netflix program basically walks you through the understanding of what these Silicon Valley companies are doing in order to get your information, but also get your energy, get your attention, and get your time, right? And through what was so apparent to me watching the video is just kind of thinking from a standpoint of I don't necessarily feel social media is bad. I don't necessarily feel like, it's addicting, right? And I think there's some behaviors of it that we can do that are addictive, but I think it always comes back to you as a person, right? And I feel like that's hard to accept, and I feel like that's why the Social Dilemma, I didn't agree with everything it said, because it said social media is addicting. And it's one of those things where to a person who isn't aware of the way their mind works, to a person who isn't aware of how their brain works, yeah, social media can be addicting, because what they're basically doing is just giving you a program. It's the same thing you do when you watch the same TV shows over and over again, read the same newspapers over and over again. Basically, it's the same process that radio and all these other advertising medias use. Basically, they're just giving you the information you feel to be true over and over and over again. It's just even more instantaneous. They're basically saying to you that this is what you want to see, so we're going to keep reconfirming the truths you already believe. You don't go on your Facebook, like how many of you go on your Facebook profile and expect to see something you disagree with? Probably nobody. You're expecting to go on your Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and see things that you feel to be true. Whether if you see things you disagree with, then you unfollow it, or you hate it, or you comment and troll on it, right? But all you're doing is giving your energy and time and attention to these apps, right? And I think it's one of those things where if you're not aware of what you're trying to do as a person, then yeah, you can be addicted to social media because you're trying to find some use from it. You're trying to find some use from it, but you don't have an aim. I mean, this is just, you know, at this point, if you're watching the video, it's almost like you understand why social media may be harmful to somebody else, but you may not be aware how it is harmful to you, right? And this is something that I even experienced, just finding myself being on social media and just scrolling through for, you know, extended periods of time, whether it's like 30 minutes to an hour, multiple hours, right, a day of just, you know, checking out what is going on, right, trying to stay connected, right? And it's one of those things where the social dilemma basically broke down, you know, some simple psychological maneuvers that these companies are using to get you to continue to, you know, purchase their products and continue to, you know, visit their websites, continue to change your opinion of the way you see the world. And what the biggest thing is just that the information you receive, right, the information you're getting in your life, that forms your perception. This is very simple. The information you're receiving on a day in and day out basis creates your perception of your reality, right? Whatever you're learning about, whatever you're hearing about, whatever you're reading about on a consistent basis, that forms your perception of what you see the world to be. There's really no arguing it. You know, I'm just sharing an opinion where I feel like people just, you know, need to understand what this social dilemma was really saying is that we are choosing the information that we perceive to be true, and then when you don't realize that you're doing that, and then you get mad, you blame somebody else because you weren't aware of what was going on. But I'm here to tell you that, listen, like, I watched the same video, same social dilemma, and I understand exactly what's going on. They're basically feeding you the information that you feel to be true, and then you like it, you know, comment on it, you click videos to watch, and they're just going to repopulate that same exact information to you. They're just targeting you the information that you want to see. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. It's just how you perceive it, right? The information you're receiving and, you know, perceiving it. How do you feel about that? Nothing? Good, bad, indifferent. You have to feel some type of way. There's no indifference, right? There's some type of feeling you get from it, right? And if you just don't have any feeling, that's a whole different conversation. But it's like, just understand that what they're doing is feeding you information, right? That's changing your perception, that's creating your reality, right? And then, you know, your reality is just how you feel and how you behave every single day of your life. So if you're constantly, you know, worried about what people think about you, or you're trying to, you know, just pass the time, and, you know, you're just, you know, bored with life, whatever, man. We've all been there. I've been there myself, right? What social media is doing is just reinforcing that over and over and over again, and just, you know, taking up all your time and energy that you could be using to pursue whatever you want in life. You could be using the energy that you use on social media to get closer to your goals, to get closer to your family, to do the things you really love to do, right? And if you love to just scroll on Instagram for hours, cool, this video isn't for you, but it's for individuals that feel they're not doing enough, or they don't have enough time, and they feel like, oh, this social media is so bad. There's a deer outside. Oh, wow. This social media is so bad, like, they need to stop. It's like, why are these social media companies so big? Why are these social media companies so wealthy? Because they're making money, right? They're profiting off of your attention. Social media is a huge marketplace for businesses and advertising. If you're not paying for a service, then you are a part of the service. Your attention and energy is creating revenue for these large companies and advertisements. It's just you're just involved in a marketplace that people are advertising and marketing to you. I know this to be true because that's why I use Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook now. It's different now because my perception is different now, because I've received different information. If you keep receiving the same information time and time and time and time again, your perception of what you believe to be true is going to be solidified by that. And you're only going to, for a while, you're going to just accept things that you only want to accept. But where's that's so, like, for me, that's so boring. Like, why would I keep look at the same things all the time. It's comfortable, and I feel that I know this to be true. It's comfortable. But you can't grow and be comfortable at the same time. So the biggest thing is just understand, watch the video if you haven't watched it already. If you have watched it and you've just listened to this entire video of what I've said, let me know what you think. This is a very interesting conversation, and I think that when there's a social dilemma, right, a social media dilemma, it has to start, there's something going on deeper than that, right? There just has to be. Because social media is only giving us what we give it. It's just returning the energy that we're giving it. I love social media. I enjoy it every day. But if you're depressed or you're anxious or you feel like you're not worth enough because you go on social media and you feel compared to somebody else, yeah, this is the time where you can sit back and reassess your own information that you're receiving, your own perception of what you feel to be true in your life, right? Take back your power. You're the user of the social media. You are the powerful one, right? Not this social. You're giving your energy away to this app, to this phone, to whatever. You're always giving out your energy. Put your energy into the things you want. Put your energy into the things you truly want. Why this is like it's just mind blowing, because people sit and watch the social dilemma and be like, wow, these social media companies are so terrible. No, your perception and the information you're receiving is telling you that. This may not be for everybody to watch and feel good about, but I'm here to just tell you that it's not the social media companies, it's not the information you receive on the internet, it's you perceiving a reality. You're just believing that to be true. And it's so deep inside of you that I'm probably talking to you and you're probably like, nah, that ain't me. Cool. If it's not you, enjoy your life. But if you feel some type of way after watching this, if you feel like you have been giving too much energy to social media, stop. Just stop. I hear you. I feel you that it's hard. I understand this. I did the same thing. It's hard. But just stop, assess, and think, who are you and why are you here? Thank you for your time. Appreciate you watching this video. Comment, message me. Let's talk about this. Let's share some ideas of this whole thing. I don't know if I'm right? I don't know if what I'm saying is the absolute right answer, but I believe it to be true based on, looking at a few other things, right? So check out Social Dilemma on Netflix and let's talk about it. Enjoy your day.